Sports betting brother, and hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd, and I'm a sports betting market analyst with OddsJam.com, where we teach you how to bet like a sharp. And today we're talking about on DraftKings, you have alternative lines, alternative spreads, alternative totals, some player props, a lot of different bets that are in the markets available to find great value, great opportunity, especially using OddsJam. And I want to talk about DraftKings and how they present that and how you can navigate that to find a lot of good opportunity making money in sports bets. So let's get going. Okay, guys, welcome to the DraftKings homepage here of the NBA slate of games. And you can see we're going to cover today alternative spreads, alternative totals, and also some player props. I want to talk to you about this part of DraftKings and all the market opportunities that you have. And so the NBA, you have a lot of opportunities. Again, this is all markets, and you have a lot of choices here. But let's say you're back at the positive VV page of OddsJam, which is how you're finding value, and you see a nice 6.0 2% edge on the total of the Towson-Drexel College Hoops game, the nice market width. And so you see this is, I call it a correlation bet, meaning you're getting value at plus 125, getting a little bit more, 127. It's how far do you want to push the envelope? It's almost like an options chain where you're at the money, out of the money. You have a choice of where you acquire your wager. So you don't have to take the mainline market offering. You can choose to do an alternative line or alternative spread. So this is what we're seeing here is clearly the over is looking like the play at that Towson game. So let's pop back over and show you how to find that. We're going to go into college basketball, and we're going to do a quick search here to find that Towson game very quickly. All right, we're going to do a little quick Control F. Sorry. And we're going to hit this Towson. I learned to navigate this very quickly because this is what it takes to find value quickly, is get quick and get fast at trying to find what you're looking for, what you're hunting. I do a lot of mainline bets, a lot of mainline type of wagers, and so I've learned to navigate that system probably a little faster. But here we go with your alternative lines. We're going to go into game lines. And again, we're looking at the over opportunities. This is the alternative spread, so the point spreads here. Again, you can take Towson at minus 6.5, or you can take him at minus 4.5. You can take him at minus 1.5. But you can see the odds change here, and that's what OddsJam is helping you out with, is identifying value amongst the market. So here we are at the alternative totals, and you can click on any of these and place a wager. You can simply click on any of these to take what you want relative to the type of bet. And so that's the nice part, is alternative totals, alternative spreads, and lots of opportunities. So again, we're going to cross out of this, bouncing back over to that over, you'll see the values and how they change here on the left-hand side. So the alternative totals, you can take all the way up to that minus 127 plus value. So this is how you would place these wagers amongst the chain of opportunities based on what the mathematical values you're getting back from OddsJam. So again, you can push the envelope as far as you want. If you want to stay a little more conservative, you can kind of back it down to the, over 126. If you think that's not a problem, we're going to blow it out the doors. Let's go ahead and get the most value. You could take that plus 150. So again, this is how you would read and use this tool to make alternative line wagers. And this one's simply in college hoops. The same applies for the NBA. We'll take a look at that. All right, back at the NBA slate of games, I want to point out, if you hit this button here, you're going to get every alternative spread for the entire slate of games. Don't do that. If you hit this button, you're going to get every alternative total for every one of the games. And there's a lot of information there. So what the best practice is, if you have a particular game you're targeting, click onto that game, click into it. And then that way you just get the pricing for that particular game, because you certainly don't want to go through all the alternative lines for the Grizzlies, the Magic, the Jazz, the Trailblazers, everybody, if you're only interested in these particular alternative lines, alternative totals. So that's how you would get into the alternative spreads. And again, lots of opportunity to use and to place these, especially to get yourself off and out of, say, maybe a key number. The change from 2.5 to 3, things like that. If you want to, move the line, you have that choice. You have that opportunity. You don't have to take whatever is available on the main line. All right, guys, we're going to move on to player props, and player props is another opportunity of markets you can find in the positive EV bets area. Now, I set this market to just player props. So I removed the other alternative markets, the mainline markets. And so here we're just searching and hunting for good value. And again, we're going to be using this information at whatever sportsbook it pulls up. You can see here Jokic tonight, player points over 26.5. It's at Superbook. Good value there. A little bit too much market width for me on that side of things, but still, you got a nice edge, so probably would be a play. But you would simply go back to your player prop area, and again, you can see here the NFL player props are right up in the top here. So if you want to look at passing, rushing, receiving, things like that, let's go back into the NBA and show you, all the different opportunities you have in the NBA. And again, here's where they're located. So the quick single game parlay, first basket props, player points, player rebounds, player assists, things like that. That's how you would find and where you would find to navigate all this. So let's say, for example, you have a player prop in this, let's go down to the, let's just do this Boston Dallas Mavericks game. Let's see, you have a player prop on, let's say points, one of the players you want to look up, and you would do player points. It's going to open up all your opportunities here relative to the player on the left-hand side, whether you're going to go over or under. And that's how you would search and find all the player props to use as an alternative market. Again, using the positive EV information coming in from OddsJam to identify the value, to identify the bet, to identify what you're looking for. And this is going to show you how and where to find it, is under these lines here of the player props at DraftKings. So that's how you would use the player props. And again, I'd highly recommend getting used to the various sites to navigate, because these markets. All right, guys, there you have it. That is how to profit very quickly and very easily using OddsJam along with DraftKings to find those alternative lines, alternative totals, player props, all the valuable markets and the bets that you can make to be positive EV and ahead of the game. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you don't have your free 7-day trial set up yet or haven't tried it yet, please do. There's a links below. And also want to welcome you back to watch more videos. We continue the education to make mathematical money.